A very warm and pleasant morning to everyone who is watching today's video. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you to the second class in my series of sentences. Last class I gave you some questions as homework. So in today's class we shall be discussing the answers to those homeworks. Now I understand that some of you must have aced the exercise and you must have got all the answers correct. If that is the case, I encourage you to skip and watch the video. For those who could not do or could not understand the exercise or could not come up with the correct answers, this video is specifically focused to help you solve the exercises. Without further ado, let's begin. So, the exercise which I gave you yesterday was labeled as exercise A. Solutions. Here, I shall be writing the question first and then would write the answer and explain to you how I got the answer. So, we shall begin with our fourth sentence. I remember I had already solved the first three questions and I gave you question number 4 onwards as homework. So for question number 4, the question was, stone walls prison not make. Stone walls prison not make. Here, and I say this by apologizing to you. Children, I made a small mistake while writing the question. Please add 2 more words to the question. Stone walls prison not make too strong. Do strong, sorry, not too. Do strong. Do strong. Now, if I ask you to rearrange this, how will you rearrange it? Well, for beginning, first of all, you look at different parts of the sentence and try to rearrange them and then put those parts together and then frame the correct answer. Don't initially go into, okay, now I have a question, I must rearrange it in one go. No. You first rearrange the parts, individual parts of a sentence, and then you come to the conclusion of framing the correct sentence in its entirety. Okay. So here the answer would be stone walls. Stone walls, we'll fix it. Stone walls makes complete sense, to me at least. Do not make strong prison. Strong prison. Strong prison. Stone walls do not make. Do make not would be wrong. So do not make strong prison. Yes. So our answer would be stone walls do not make strong prison. Yes. Now I want you a little exercise over here. I would like to know what does this sentence mean? What do you mean by this sentence that stone walls do not make strong prisons? I would really love it. I would really encourage if you could write the answer in the comment section. Just take a guess. What could be the possible meaning of this idiom? Okay. Moving on to the next question. That is question number 5. Bird singing delights us of the. Birds singing delights us of the. Here also I wrote the 2 times. The will come only 1 time. The will come only 1 time. Yes. So again, how will you rearrange the parts first of all? Bird singing does not sound good. The singing of birds. Singing birds of the. Okay. The singing of birds. The singing of birds. Delights becomes the verb. Delights us. Here. There we go. The singing of birds. The singing of birds delights us. Delights us. You can rearrange it in this manner as well. Okay. Just go for hit and trial method. Hit and try, hit and trial. Okay, and you will eventually come to the correct answer. Next question. Miss Kitty was stable the at today. Miss Kitty Rude was stable. The at today. The at today. Yes. So how will you come to the correct answer? Miss Kitty. Miss Kitty. This will remain unchanged. Okay. Was rude. Was rude. Was rude. Where? At the table. Make sense? Yes. Does it make sense? Yes. At the table. At the table. 6 number today. Yes. Miss Kitty was rude at the table today. Hit and trial. Since I am a teacher, I have been doing this for some time now. So I get to the correct answer initially. But it might take you a little bit more time, which is absolutely fine. So don't get nervous and keep on trying. Okay? Yes. So the answer becomes Miss Kitty was rude at the table today. Miss Kitty was rude at the table today. Okay. Having done this, let me erase the first few questions. All right. Okay. Now we will come to question number 7. I gave you a translation exercise as well. So once we finish this, I'll give you the answer key to the translation passage as well. I'll also give you another exercise on translations. So if there is somebody who is constantly thinking about it, don't worry, we'll do everything. We have ample amount of time as it is. Okay, 7. A good memory he has. A good memory he has. This should be easy. He has 1, 2. A good memory. 3, 4, 5. This was quite easy, right? We arrange the parts. He has makes sense. A good memory. The question was pretty easy. The question is pretty easy. Okay, the answer would be he has a good memory. He has a good memory. Okay. Next one. Habits bad grow unconsciously. Habits bad grow. Pause the video here and try to spell unconsciously. Pause the video here and try to write the correct spelling of the word unconsciously. Go ahead. Okay. Unconsciously. Some of you might be wondering what is the meaning of this word unconsciously. How many of you have watched the movie Dear Zindagi? There is a very famous line in that movie. Shah Rukh Khan tells Alia Bhatt that जब भी कोई आदत बनती हुई नजर आए तो समझ जाना चाहिए, संभल जाना चाहिए. शुड बी कि आगे हम सेम आदत को कंटिन्यू करेंगे या पीछे हट जाएंगे. ये unconsciously that you're looking is that phase when the habit is slowly gradually building up. Okay, this word unconsciously is that phase where the habit is slowly building up. For example, somebody got the habit of eating Maggie every day. Okay, so suddenly तो वो मैगी खाना नहीं ना शुरू कर देगा, ग्रेजुअली होगा. पहले वीक में 3 दिन खाता था, फिर 4 दिन खाने लगा, फिर 5 दिन खाने लगा, एंड देन ही रियलाइज बिफोर ही न्यू कि अब तो उसको मैगी हर रोज चाहिए. सो दैट इज अनकॉन्शियसली, आपके बिना नोटिस में आए कोई बुरी आदत बनती चली जाए. दैट इज अनकॉन्शियसली. हैबिट्स बैड ग्रो अनकॉन्शियसली. बैड हैबिट्स तो साफ साफ दिख रहा है. Bad habits grow, which is our verb, and unconsciously. There you go. Bad habits grow unconsciously. Bad habits grow unconsciously. Here. Chalo. Let's move on to the next question. The sun, the earth revolves around. The sun, the earth revolves around. Now, this one, यहाँ पे in this sentence, your geography will be tested. And I'll also point out one very common mistake that many students make. Geography wise, the sentence should be correct. This is going to be a universal truth. The answer to this question is going to be a universal truth, and you cannot change universal truths. First of all, I would like to ask you, as students of class 6, 7 and 8, which entity revolves around which entity? The earth revolves around the sun, or the sun revolves around the earth? There you go. The earth revolves around the sun. This sentence is not only grammatically correct, but it also upholds one of the universal truths. So our answer would be the earth revolves around the sun. If anyone has written the sun revolves around the earth, your answer will be wrong. Your answer will be wrong because it is not telling you the truth, the universal truth. This is the only correct answer to this question. Moving on. Question number 10. Nature, the best physician is. Nature, the best physician is. Now, the best physician, this part, it is almost, we can bet on this that this part is as it is. This part will be as it is in our answer. So the best physician, nature is. Okay. Nature is the best physician. Nature is the best physician. Let's write it down. Just a second, kids. Nature is the best physician. Today's homework, find out who a physician is. And tell me in the comment section what is the meaning of the word physician. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. This was 10. Okay, we are heading towards the end of the exercise discussion. Okay. Phonograph invented Edison the. Phonograph invented Edison the. Who can invent what? A person, technically speaking, a person can only, invent something. The object cannot invent the person. It will be the person who invents the object. So keeping that logic in mind, the sentence, the answer should be, Edison is the name of a scientist. Everybody knows who Edison is? Very good. Edison invented is our verb, Edison invented the phonograph. Edison invented the phonograph. This will be our answer. As I already said, the person will invent the object. The person will invent being your verb. Okay, and this is the device or the phonograph. Also, I also don't know what a phonograph is. So why don't you tell me what a phonograph is in the next class or in the comment section below. Yes. All right. Last 4 questions to go. Okay. Question number 12. It says, we cannot pump, sorry. Cannot pump the ocean. Pump the ocean. The dry. The dry. Cannot pump the ocean the dry. Now here, first of all, we need what could be the subject of the sentence. Cannot pump. Okay. We should be the subject. The sentence can start with we. Now we need the verb. Cannot pump. Pumping, you understand? Pumping something into something. One fluid to a vessel or a bassinet. Yes. We cannot pump. What can we not pump? The ocean. The ocean dry. Dry becomes the adverb. We cannot pump the ocean dry. The meaning of the sentence is that if somebody arranges for a huge pump, still we cannot take out all the water which lies in the ocean. Okay, we cannot pump the ocean dry. We don't have, as human beings, we don't have the capacity to take out all the water that is there in the ocean and keep it somewhere else. So the answer, as we have just now discussed, becomes we cannot pump the ocean dry. There we go. Next question would be, New Delhi, the capital is of India. No, 13th now. The bird early, the worm catches. The bird early, the worm catches. The bird early, the worm catches. This is another idiom, and I think you must have heard this somewhere. The early bird. This one is an idiom. There is no going around it. you must know the idiom in order to be able to solve this. So I'll just solve it for you. The early bird catches, this becomes our verb, catches what? The worm. The early bird catches the worm. The early bird catches the worm. The meaning of this idiom is that people who are always on time or before time, they tend to get new opportunities. The meaning of this sentence, the idiom is that all those people who are punctual or they are always on time or before time, they end up getting many new opportunities. The early bird catches the worm. Yes. Next question is question number 14. New Delhi, the capital is of India. Let's go for number 14. New Delhi, the capital is New Delhi. The capital is of India. Okay. Here again, this is pretty simple. I believe all of you should be able to do this. I'm not going to solve it. We'll come straight to the question number 15. This one you do on your own. And the reason I'm leaving is that once you solve this question, this one, you should have the confidence कि नहीं मैंने जो लिखा है वो absolutely सही है. मैम को ज़रूरत नहीं है इतना easy question solve कराने की. With this feeling in mind, write the answer to the 14th one. I directly come to the 15th and the last question. Roads lead to Rome all. Roads lead to Rome all. Now, okay, road leads to Rome all. We have to just fit this all in the right place. Okay, all roads lead to Rome. Huh? We have to fit this. This one, if we place it here, we get our answer. And the answer becomes all roads lead to Rome. Rome, to those of you who don't know, Rome is the capital city of the country Italy. And Italy is in Europe. Okay, so all roads lead to Rome. Okay. With this, we come to the discussion, to the end of the discussion on exercise A. Now, I will give you the answer key for the translation that we did yesterday, that I gave you yesterday. Okay. I hope you understood everything. If there is anything that you did not understand, please leave it in the comments. I'll explain it again in the next class. Okay, I will explain any and every concept again and again until and unless you get used to it. Okay. Exercise B, answer key of translation. Okay. So the first one said, Yah Ravi hai. This is Ravi. Then we had Vah Veena hai. She is Veena. If you have written he is Ravi, that will also be correct. And that is Veena, that will also be correct. Vah Veena hai. Yah mera kaan hai. This is my ear. Ear means kaan wala ear. Ye kaan. This is my ear. यह उसका पंखा है. This is his fan. How do we know it should be his fan and not her fan? Because uska is used. U-sa-ka, uska. That's a male thing. So this is his fan. यह उसका पंखा है. वह उसकी कलम है. That is her pen. That is her pen. यह उसकी कलम है. यह रेखा है. This is रेखा. This is रेखा. Next one. यह उसकी रेखा. यह रेखा है. वह रमेश है. That is रमेश. और he is रमेश. Okay. You change it to he. That will be better. He, that and this are used for objects. So he is Ramesh. He is Ramesh. He is Ramesh. After that, वह मेरी कुर्सी है. That is my chair. That is my chair. Next up, यह तुम्हारी आंख है. यह, that is this, is, यह तुम्हारी आंख है. Your eye. This is your eye. Somebody must be pointing out to the eye of another person. This is your eye, है ना? This is your eye. वह उसकी किताब है. उसकी, again it's a female. यह उसकी किताब है. यह, this is her book. This is her book. This is her book. Next up, वह उसका रेडियो है. That is his radio. उसका, again, that is his radio. That is his radio. Okay. That is his radio. यह मेरी घड़ी है. This is my watch. This is my watch. यह मेरी घड़ी है. This is my watch. Okay. वह तुम्हारा हाथ है. वह तुम्हारा हाथ है. वह मतलब somebody, दूरी है लोगों में. वह, यह. ओके, वह मतलब that, यह मतलब this. ओके, yes. And you must be able to do it naturally. आप लोग शुरू से इंग्लिश मीडियम में पढ़ते आए हो. अगर हिंदी मीडियम वालों के लिए आई हैव सम प्लान्स. अभी आई एम एड्रेसिंग टू दोज चिल्ड्रन हु अंडरस्टैंड इंग्लिश. दिस should not create a lot of confusion in your mind because you have been listening to the English spoken by teachers. फिर भी अगर आपको confusion होता है तो कोई बात नहीं. धीरे धीरे हम लोग सब सीख लेंगे. पैनिक होने का जरा भी जरूरत नहीं है. We'll go very gradually, है ना? And I am here, so you don't have to worry. कोई बात नहीं, बस कोशिश करते रहिए. ठीक है, कोशिश करते रहिए. कोशिश करने में कमी मत करिए. This is my watch. उसके बाद यह मेरी घड़ी है हो गया. वह तुम्हारा हाथ है. वह, वह, that is your hand. That is your hand. नहीं, यह मेरी, वह तुम्हारा हाथ है. वह, that is your hand. यह मेरी टेलीविजन है. This is my television. This is my television. This is my television. Now, I want you to pause the video and go through this entire thing once again. धीरे से पॉज करिए वीडियो को और फिर से go through करिए ये सब. After that, I'll give you another exercise on translations, and with that we'll end the class. Okay. So now I shall be erasing this part and I'll give you another translation as homework. हम लोग everyday translation बनाएंगे because when I was a kid it helped me a lot. मेरी इंग्लिश स्ट्रॉन्ग होने का एक रीज़न ये भी है कि हमारे पेरेंट्स ने हमको एक छोटी उम्र में ही ट्रांसलेशन की एक किताब थमा दी और हम उससे बनाते थे सेशन ब्रेक में या समर वेकेशन में जब पेरेंट्स बोलते थे ना पढ़ो पढ़ो वी यूज्ड टू सॉल्व दैट बुक ऑन ट्रांसलेशन एज एक्सरसाइज. सो दिस विल बी you can label it like this: second translation exercise. सेकेंड ट्रांसलेशन एक्सरसाइज. चलिए शुरू करते हैं. मेरा नाम मदन है. मेरा नाम मदन है. तुम्हारा भाई सोहन है. तुम्हारा भाई सोहन है. वह मिस्टर प्रसाद है. वह मिस्टर प्रसाद है. आप मिसेस झा हैं. आप मिसेस झा हैं. I want that every child should also write the question. उससे हिंदी लिखने की आपकी प्रैक्टिस होगी. ओके. आप मिसेस झा हैं. मैं मुकुल हूँ. मैं मुकुल हूँ. मेरा नाम रीता है. मेरा नाम रीता है. वह सीता है. वह सीता है. वह मेरी बहन है. वह मेरी बहन है. तुम रेखा हो. तुम रेखा हो. तुम मेरे दोस्त हो. तुम मेरे दोस्त हो. मैं रूबी हूँ. मैं रूबी हूँ. तुम्हारा नाम रमन है. तुम्हारा नाम रमन है. उसके पिता मिस्टर तिवारी हैं. उसका नाम राजीव है. वह तुम्हारा नौकर है। वह तुम्हारा नौकर है। उसका नाम लता है। उसका नाम लता है। मैं तुम्हारा मित्र हूँ। मैं तुम्हारा मित्र हूँ। मैं तुम्हारा मित्र हूँ। I know it's a little tedious to do this exercise, but believe me, this will help you a lot. Okay, this will definitely help you a lot because it helped me a lot. So just go watching the videos and doing as I say. With this, I would like to end today's class. I hope you enjoyed learning with me. See you in the next class.